Just pulled in a decent sized cuda on the Fish Lab Lure Flanker. Okay, in storage today I found more flankers. I thought I didn't have any more. They haven't been around for like 6 years, so I was really glad to find these. You know, years ago I thought I ran out of my Fish Lab lures. I found this stashed away in the garage. More flankers. And right now there's only 2 left on eBay, and they're asking for over $20 each. It's ridiculous. These things were only going for around $10 when they were first out. It's kind of a shame Fish Lab never continued it, but I guess the sales weren't as good as they thought it would be. But I love it. Check this out. In this muddy water today, I caught a papillo on my 4th cast using my Okuma gear. My reel is a limited edition GT reel. Okay, I'm going to be surface plugging with my Fish Lab. This is the flanker, the 115 flanker. As you can see, I already had a hit here earlier this morning. You can see the marks there. So what length of, now this here I tied it directly to the main line. You can see here, I got my power swivel here directly to the main line that goes directly into the lure. Luckily, the lure has a split ring. So what do I normally use for length? I go from my elbow tip to the top part of my fist. So that's 1 right here. 2. I like to go 2 lengths, and that's when I'm bombing, trying to get it out there. Of course, if I'm going to be a little bit more accurate and I'm going to try to aim something closer, I'm going to go for just half of that. Okay, got a small hookup. Oh, and he threw the hook. Threw the hook. Saw that? Oh, geez, he threw it. Okay, look at that. There are teeth marks on all sides, showing that whatever it was grabbed the back end. Probably the trebles didn't lock in, which is unusual, but it grabbed the back end and it let go. Okay guys, as you notice, I always tie it directly to my swivel, to my lure. See, look at that. Pretty good. No cut lines or frayed lines whatsoever. Although the lure has been kind of it's been through battle scars and all that, but it's still surviving. Okay, got a small hookup, which is unusual in this muddy environment. Look at that. Now it's going from right to left, coming right up here. Well, I began with some papillo. I did catch something in this murk. Look at that. I caught a papillo. I'll be. Here, I thought I caught the bottom. Now, this is a legal size fish. I could keep it, but I'm gonna let it go. Oh boy, really swallowed. Look at that. Swallowed the hell out of it. I don't know if I can let it go now. It's really in there. That's the trouble with using trebles. See, look at all the blood. I don't know if he's gonna last. Let's see. There. Oh, good. He will hopefully survive. Oh, man. Come on, buddy. There you go. All right. He's off. You know, it's amazing, this dirty, extremely dirty water here, which you can't even see more than a foot. I was gonna go home already. The winds are bad, it's stirring up the bottom. Really couldn't do much. And then when I threw that lure out, the flanker, it felt like it snagged on a rock as soon as it hit the water, which I thought, that's impossible. There's no rocks in a couple feet of water where I threw it.
And then about maybe 10 feet later, boom, it hit again. So that was the fish hitting the lure as soon as it hit the water. Amazing. Now the reason I was able to release that jack, hopefully he'll live. I mean, normally that thing would have been dead already, but see that? Look at all the hooks, the tips of the trebles. I pinched them in. Had already pinched them in because when I had the 4 barracuda hits that one day, I realized that these were tearing them up, so I had to pinch them in. Now, there's nothing wrong having trebles. It means that you're going to have a solid hookup, but at times when you want to catch and release, and that's what you plan, it's good to pinch them in ahead of time or change it out for a single hook. Thank you. Got a hook up. Ooh, looks like a cuda. Looks like a cuda. Yep, it's a cuda. I had to drag sit fairly tight on this one. And there it is. Just pulled in a decent sized cuda on the Fish Lab lure flanker.
In Hawaii, the minimum size you can is 10 inches from the caudal tail to the tip of the nose. So this one here was around 9 inches like the other one, so this one went back.
You know, I like these flankers. As soon as I got them from Fish Lab, instead of grabbing it by the belly, take a look. See all the scratches in the back part? That's from the teeth. It actually inhaled it. I had to really pull those trebles out to release it. But look at that. The back part here is all shredded. So it came from behind. It followed from behind and swallowed it whole. As you can see, got me a cuda. Decent sized one, but it's going to be thrown back.
Barracudas can go from salt to fresh to estuary. They like the brackish water to surprise their prey.